Hello Pisces, and welcome to your December 1st through December 15th Tarotscope reading. Alright, a few key dates to make note of for December. The first one, Saturday, December 3rd, Neptune goes direct from its retrograde. This happened back in June around the 28th. It was, excuse me, it was retrograde for quite some time. But it will enter Pisces, your home sign, from December 3rd on for a while now. And it will help get you more in touch. Well, it actually, in June when it was retrograde, made everybody a little more in touch with their intuition, whether you noticed it or not. But now once it goes direct, we're all going to be a little more psychically aware, especially during sleep. So dream journals, if you do those, or paying attention to your dreams, can be pretty significant at this time. For Pisces directly, your ruling planet of dreamy Neptune returns home to your sign of Pisces. So last month seemed to be all about the friend theme, right? Hanging out with others, having fun, going out. But then Neptune when it went backwards in retrograde, and tasked you with better listening to your own intuition. Once it goes direct again, you need to think back from June 28th till now and see what did you learn in the time that you listened. Excuse me. And then Tuesday, December 6th, Mercury is entering Capricorn, helping communication to be more plain. So helping us to have less miscommunication and misunderstanding. For Pisces, that means that it will enter the ambitious sign of Capricorn in your 10th house of social status. And then December 7th for Pisces, the full moon in Gemini is going to fall in your 4th house of home and family, which is not a bad thing at all because Gemini, the full moon is all about drama and gossip and whatnot. So having it in Gemini makes it a little more worse. So just don't believe everything you hear, okay? It might be a good day to stay low-key. December 9th, then, the planet of love, Venus, enters Capricorn, which is known to be the grounded sign. So it will help us to stay connected and empathetic, and honest with our love interest, or if you're single, with your friends, maybe even family. So those are some really key dates, Pisces, for you guys to pay attention to. All right, and with that being said, I like to always start out with the soul journey cards for Tarotscopes, horoscope tarot, or whatever you want to call it, because I really like to have a core card as our foundation for the reading. So let's see, Pisces, what is the main focus of our reading? Alright, then we'll cut the deck. Okay. Peace. I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. That would be a really great thing to do at the beginning of this month, as, like I said, the 7th, the full moon in Gemini, is going to bring drama, and since yours is in the 4th house of home and family, make sure that it's not with the people that matter most to you. Judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. Yes, in Pisces, you've had quite a few this year. So I feel like you've been on a learning journey. And so with that being said, I really want to pull the tarot and get deeper in this reading for you guys. But yeah, I definitely feel like with the peace and judgment, it's like letting go of the negativity, letting go of the past 6 months, because like I said, with that, with your ruling planet of Neptune being retrograde in your sign, sure did not help you guys. I feel like it was kind of out of whack for you. So now that it's direct again, let's see what we've got coming in, okay? And my cards don't want to cooperate with my fingers. All right, and then we'll cut the deck. All right. And what do we have? The Hanged Man. Okay, interesting. The Hanged Man represents feeling suspended in time, stuck in, undecided, unable to help yourself independently. Okay, it also can stand for being arrested and waiting judgment. As you see, he's kind of stuck there. Kind of seems like by the laws, his hands are tied behind his back as well. So maybe you even feel arrested in your own judgment, okay, or you're getting it from others. The World. Okay, this is about change. This is about seasons of changing. As you see, the 4 seasons are in there. It's about ending a cycle, a pause before the next chapter. Seasons change, as do people, and it could signify something coming full circle. You're coming to a completion of that cycle. Okay, so maybe you're done being stuck. You got 2 cards talking about stuck, and then you get another judgment card when we talked about the Hanged Man being judgment. So that's very interesting. And then 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups is about remorse. So deep remorse and sorrow and regret and loss or grief in a career even. So it, to me, seems like you possibly, and we could even go backwards if I wanted and say, okay, well, maybe you had some kind of grief and you went through all these emotions and you're kind of stuck. And now where do we go from here? Okay, and with that being said, I want to pull some Moon Oracle cards. So yeah, Pisces, it looks like for some of you, and it won't be for all of you as this is a collective reading, so it will be different for each Pisces as you all have your own significant path. But in a general note, it feels to me like you have had a lot of soul searching this last 6 months. And now it's time to let go of all the judgment you might have received from others, to let go of the judgment you might have given yourself, right? Or maybe you were the one doing the judging and feeling like you were somebody you aren't, that maybe you were feeling better than everybody else for a while. But then, you know, everything came full circle. Karma catches up. Not to sound rude, Pisces, but maybe like if it was you being the one harsh to someone else, maybe you felt the same despair and now you're trying to get through that, okay? It could be so many different things there, but I feel like a lot of it is emotional. All right, there was a loss, some kind of loss. All right. You and your loved ones are safe. New Moon in Cancer. Okay, good. Cancer is very domestic. They're about their loved ones and family and home life. And maybe you felt stuck in that home life, right? Maybe you felt like you really needed to get out more. But it might have caused you some problems because of that. And that's where that judgment and arrest comes in. I mean, you necessarily didn't have to have a physical arrest, right, from a cop. It could have been that, you know, you felt like you were being hanged for wanting to go and hang out with friends, right, or just relax and get out of the house. Maybe you had conflict with somebody because of that. However, you might have overdone it. So, let's see. Show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius. With the World card, that's really crazy because we're talking about all these seasons of change, right? Going through all these series of emotions. And are you ready to show the world the real you? How much have you been hiding, Aquarius, that you feel like you're not even sure right now who you are? You went through a lot of things in the last 6 months. It's been heavy. And then expect powerful change, new moon eclipse with the 5 of Cups. Okay, you're grieving, or you have grieved, and the last 6 months has been hard because of that loss, because of the grief, because of the sorrow, deep remorse, anger. I feel like you guys were all over the place the last 6 months while Neptune was retrograde in your sign. which sure did not help you guys at all, right? It made things rather hard for you. Um, with that being said, I want to pull some chakra cards, and I want to see what do you need to release or unblock or activate in your chakras to help yourself get out of this judgment, to get out of this hanged man suspense time that you're just living in. Okay? And like I said, this isn't going to be for every Pisces. It's going to be a little different for each of you. But I feel like for a lot of you it's been heavy and it's been a struggle, and you've been trying to find out who you are again. You lost your way. And there's nothing wrong with that. All of us go through that in life in general, and each zodiac sign, male, female, older, younger, we all have these moments, right? They're learning, they're chapters. And your chapter is like either suspended right now in time where you can't just like get right out of it. You need help because you have that hanged man where it's like, I need help getting out of this because I can't do it independently. I need the help. There's nothing wrong when you need to ask for help. Okay. And then we'll cut the cards. Well of Dreams chakra. That's kind of significant how we're talking about getting a little more psychically aware during that time when I'm sorry, what was it? The on Saturday, December 3rd, when Neptune goes direct from its retrograde. Okay? And it returns to your sign. We're all going to feel a little more psychically aware with in our dream states or in our sleep. So this is very significant. So I would say, excuse me. Sorry about that, Pisces. I would say that you really need to pay attention to your dreams more than any of the other signs. And Creator Gateway Chakra. Okay, you have number 10 and 13 there. And maybe those numbers are significant for you. However, I want to get a little deeper with each of those cards, okay? So with the 10 being the Well of Dreams chakra, this is about knowledge, life path lessons, wisdom, psychic awakening, okay? Awakening your greatest potential through psychic awareness of what you are as a being, fully encompassed. No reality, no knowledge, past, present, or future is out of reach, right? You're the only one standing in your own way. So life is no longer simply about individuals blindly living from day to day. You need to allow yourself to integrate the cosmic knowledge that's available to you now, okay? Because, you still are in a physical body, which for the time being has physical limitations. In time, the integration will be easier and quicker, but it's a process you must allow to unfold in divine timing. So as a soul, you must recognize that once you're given access to this knowledge, how you use it and determine its meanings and its beliefs to you and the world, that's up to you. The knowledge is a gift, okay? And you need to share it for your highest good of all, not just for yourself. So you're going to come into a time, in a nutshell, where this information you gain during sleep, in dreams and whatnot, this more psychic awareness or this inner knowing is going to help you to not only help yourself but help others. So, pay attention to that. That is something that's going to really stand out for you. Okay, and then the Creator Gateway Chakra is all about like universal energy, okay, a grid of light, source, co-creation. You're expanding into an awareness of oneness, not only with all of life, but with a higher source. So right now, maybe you are getting more spiritual, getting more in touch with your higher power, getting, more aligned with source, with, it could be any of the the religious figures that you can connect with. Okay, it could even be your higher self. That consciousness, that unconsciousness that you're not even really, and it's kind of significant too, because you have what was it, the social status and the home and family between the 6th and the 7th. You're gonna kind of battle, I feel like, your 10th house being in the social status on December 6th with your December 7th, 4th house of home and family. So you're going to kind of battle that out. But, you know, I would say lay low key that day on December 7th with that full moon, because it's really just going to be something else otherwise. I feel like it would be a bad day to be out. So let's pull some angel portal cards and see what we get here. So yeah, just you're really doing some soul searching. I wouldn't be surprised if many of you have had spiritual awakenings during this time. And it's been a messy one. It's been one you never want to have again. You have had very, very low lows and very, very high highs. You've been nowhere in between, and I feel like your energy's been pulled all over the place, and you kind of just like had just days where it was like endless tears and what do I do and how do I fix this? Excuse me. And what can I do, not only as a person, but as maybe a mother or a daughter or an employee. Okay, maybe you're just like, or maybe you lost that job with that. You know, this 5 of Cups very much symbolizes loss from a job in your career, or it could have been a career change and one you're unhappy with. Okay, there's so many different variables when it comes to that card, but it's definitely loss and grief, and it could be from a person. And you know, if it is from a person, you lost somebody important in your life, it could very well mean that, you know, connect to your higher source, because they're going to come visit you. Maybe you're having dreams of them, and it's been difficult to get through all that. You're suspended in time with that pain, and you can't get past it. Okay, angelic healing, look at that. How significant is that? And this 29 makes a double 11, which is a master number in numerology. That is significant. And the 11 is like about independence and getting independent again. I feel like you lost that. You need some help. But look at where you can turn, not only to family, friends, or whatever, but to angelic healing, right? Talking about getting in touch with the creator and your higher ups. Wow, your spiritual team like really wants to help you. Okay, transformation through connection. What? Again? Another transformation. Look at that. That is so significant with the world that you got, with all the changes needing. Oh, you guys just have, this is so significant. Okay, you really, really need to get in touch with your angelic team. Okay, spirit guides, past loved ones, ancestors. I mean, people you don't even know from your lineage that are just like there to help you, if only you would ask, or if only you would let your guard down for a moment and receive the help. And don't be too stubborn and independent, because there are people there willing to help you through all this. It is just amazing the transformation that you went through and are maybe still going through right now. It's going to get better though. But you need to really, holy cow, this is just, I'm like excited for you guys, because it's like you have this, just everything is about spiritual upgrade, going full circle from the grief to the sadness to the pain to this in the middle. I don't know what I want to do. I'm undecided. Do I want to stay stubborn this way? Do I want to fix myself? Can I do it by myself? You know, how long do I have to wait in this judgment that I either put myself in, and I'm judging myself, or I'm letting everybody around me judge me, and I'm just really letting that affect me? When am I ready? And then you get this judgment card with the judgment in there. It's just every single card that you got, they all coincide in one way or another in this giant circle. It's all about releasing the old and coming in with the new. Okay, angelic healing. Let's go to that. Let's go to that card first. Okay, number 29. My goodness, what more can I say? These angels are trying to get your attention. They are trying to help you. They're trying to heal your heart. They're trying to give you hope and support and unconditional love. They are gratefully there to help you if you are gratefully acceptant or have acceptance for angelic healing and guidance for your highest good. I mean, there's really no more to say. It speaks for itself. And when you get that transform through connection, that's about grounding yourself and survival and finding a way to get yourself where you need to be again, okay, Pisces, to transform and awake your nature, your need to understand your connectedness to everything else. You cannot fully connect to the divine unless you're grounded to the earth. Through your root chakra usually is how you do that. So maybe you need to give yourself a stronger foundation to work from, because excuse me, you can't stick a flower half wilted in the mud and expect it to thrive, right? It needs a foundation. It needs solid dirt and a pot. And even if it's weak, it will still grow again, right? It will still find its nourishment in that soil, but it can't find it in the mud. So once the tears stop, once the grief stops, once the I feel sorry for myself woe moments stop, which we all go through, you are just going to have, look at this powerful change, but only you can do it. Only you can do it, Pisces. Okay, now I want to see, what does Archangel Michael have for you? Oh, please, Archangel Michael, tell Pisces what they need to know in order to get this healing deep within, to get rid of all the old, stagnant loss, grief, losing themselves. Oh, Pisces, it's heavy where you are. It is so heavy. I could just feel the energy of how heavy it's been for the last 6 months. It is time, Pisces. You've got to start seeing that you're not alone. There's people in your family, your circle, your loved ones, everyone, the angels, they're all there. They're all guiding you. And you just got to see the signs. That's what that angelic healing, being an 11, or in numerology being that is just like, you don't have to be all by yourself as independent as you think you need to be. You definitely need to be independent, right? You need to find work if you lost it, or financially get yourself where you need to be, right? And my throat is like super dry this entire reading, and I apologize for that and my coughing here, but I really feel like you have things you want to say, but you're afraid to say them. You're holding back. The problem is, Pisces, you have to sometimes learn to feel the pain before you can let the pain go, okay? You're never going to heal otherwise. Archangel Michael says your home is protected by angels. How significant. Archangel Michael, thank you for walking over my home and its inhabitants. I ask that you post guardian angels at each window and door, ensuring its security. Thank you for guiding my finances so that I can easily afford to pay my rent, mortgage, or taxes. This is what it is. You lost a job. I really feel like you lost a job, and now you're trying to gain that back, and you don't know how because you're so just lost. You lost your way. And like I said, this isn't going to be for every Pisces, but if you lost either a person which caused you to lose money, maybe it was a very close relative or a significant other, and you just went into this great depression, right? And therefore you missed a lot of work and you just couldn't keep your job anymore. They let you go because it was just overwhelming. You couldn't focus, or you quit your job, and now you're like, oh my God, what do I do? And it just spiraled out of control after that. It was this horrible domino effect. Pisces, I really, really need to pull you one more. Excuse me. I don't know where this came from. But you guys really just, you either need to get this pain out being heard. And the throat chakra is like, I really feel like your throat chakra is like, you've been silenced. You've been just like not there. And that's why I'm getting this feeling of like dryness and stagnant energy. You need to have life blown into you again, okay? You need new breath. You need new air. Alright, and I want you to know that you can have it. All you need to do is start with yourself. It starts with you. Okay. Pisces, your last message. Discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. Yes, that's what I just said. You can do it, but it starts with you. Wow, Pisces, you have had such a hard time, but know that these 6 months, I really hope that whatever it is, and you go back to this December 3rd where I said your Neptune was retrograde and you had a lot of time to listen. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe why I have this dry mouth feeling right now is because you were silent. You were quiet for so long and you were listening. But what did you learn from it? Did you learn anything from that? This was a giant learning experience for you for the whole 6 months. Pisces, put your mind to it. You can do anything you want to. And look at, you've got a spiritual team and you've got loved ones and you've got angels and Jesus and God and all these things coming in. The judgment is over. This is just a beautiful, sad but beautiful story. In the end, it can be so happy and you will have learned so much about yourself. But it starts with you and the discipline. So I thank you for stopping by. And Pisces, I send you lots of love and light. Thank you for coming. Happy connecting.